We heard about the ACU from our doctor, and it just so happened that somebody I'd seen years before for PCOS was one of the consultants, so it just felt like a sign that we should come to the ACU at Guy's.
It was amazing. The doctors all sort of had a very lovely air about them, and I felt there was a real sort of I felt that when we went along to the unit there was a real feeling of can do rather than can't do, and a sort of let's make this happen as opposed to let's see if we can make this happen. I never got the impression that
it was an impossibility.
It was an impossibility, and the language wasn't really if. It was sort of let's try and make it happen.
And it did.
And it did.
I would say own your journey. It's really up to you to do all the research. There's plenty of resources online, and we really took a huge amount of control over our diet. It's really boring, but it makes a massive difference. Nutrition, exercise, I think all of those things made a big difference to ultimately having this little one. I would say compassionate.
Yeah, really compassionate. And actually, sometimes it's very emotional. And we were trying for 2 years, or 2.5 years. And sometimes that can be very emotional. And the times when you actually, have slightly teary moments, especially in the office with the doctor, or with any of the nurses, there's real compassion there. And they must see a lot of people coming in and getting quite teary, but there's never a sense that they don't have time for you, and they don't have time to talk you through it.
Yeah, they never rushed us.
Yeah, exactly. So there's, not feeling like they're you're one of 100 people today who's coming crying. They were amazing and very supportive.
And created a real sense of hope.
Yeah, which actually we needed a lot, because 2.5 years is quite a long time to be trying. And wanting something. Yeah.
Well, we were really lucky because St Thomas's was then our hospital, and as you can see, the views are incredible and the staff were amazing. She was footling breech, and so I had to be in for a week, and the care was exceptional. And then because I had to have a cesarean, it felt in that moment when she was born, although those doctors and nurses they'd already done it once that day, and they were probably going to do it another 5 times that day. They made that moment feel like it was completely unique.
It was very special. And actually, I am a photographer, and I took my camera in because I felt a bit helpless, because with a natural birth, there's lots you can do as a dad. But when it's a cesarean, you really haven't got all that much that you can practically do. And when this one, this dribbling baby, was lifted out of Nanny, they brought down the screen, and I was there with my camera, and I got a black and white shot of everyone around them. So it was the entire sort of team lifting our baby out, and every single one of them, apart from the doctor who was really concentrating, but just this look of sheer joy on their face. And this must have been the 4th baby that day, and this photo came out really sort of how I wanted it to, and so I've entered it for quite a lot of competitions, and it's got shortlisted for some really prestigious ones, and mainly because the team, just the look on their faces of sheer wonder of what they're doing with this little one was incredible. So, I think in one image for us, I talk in images quite a lot, and for me, that image said absolutely everything about our journey, but also about being here and about that day and how she came into the world. And they made it very special.
Yeah, we would definitely, and we have already recommended the ACU to friends, certainly. The quality of care was exceptional. And look, the proof is in this little pudding.